Hi, I'm Dwayne Martin, Agri-Share Trades Manager with Syngenta, here on the floor at the ASTA convention this year. Excited to talk to both our independent seed companies and the seed industry in general about some of the things we saw with Agri-Share Trades this year. Obviously, another great year for U.S. corn and soybeans in the field this year, but we also saw some conditions where it was critical to have the right genetics and the right trait stacks in the field, and that made a critical difference for growers in many of these situations. One of those was with the resurgence of above ground insect pest pressure this year. We saw some real problems with corn earworm and western bean cutworm pressure this year, and those growers that had Agri-Share Viptera trait stacks in their fields saw excellent control and did not experience the significant yield loss that many others did. Obviously, these are very damaging pests, and each time they wound that ear or leaf, they also allow entry of some of the molds and fungal diseases that can also produce mycotoxins, spoiling grain quality, and certainly if a grower is growing that grain for livestock feed, it presents problems in the livestock operation as well. So once again, those Agri-Share Viptera trait stacks are important to have in those areas where we're starting to see some increased above ground insect feeding pressure across the upper Midwest especially. Another area that we saw this year were pockets of water stress, and a lot of folks remember the 2012 drought, which of course was a fairly infrequent occurrence for us, but every grower knows that feeling of seeing his corn crops go that critical 3, 4, 5 weeks without a significant rainfall. Our Agri-Share Artesian technology helps corn plants grow through those gaps in rainfall, and also helps corn hybrids manage variability in soil types as well. In many cases, we've got very coarse soils that simply don't hold very much water, or very tight soils that don't allow water to infiltrate, and that creates water stress as well. An Agri-Share Artesian hybrid yields well when it rains under good growing conditions, and then can increase that yield up to 15% when those corn plants go into water stress. They maximize yield when it rains and increase yield when it doesn't. And of course, it's always fun to talk with our customers about the things that are coming through the pipeline to them over the next several years. We'll introduce above ground insect control traits with 3 different modes of action for above ground pests very soon. We'll see a new herbicide-tolerant trait platform in soybeans enter the market around 2020, and then we'll see new molecular stat technology enter the marketplace shortly after the turn of the decade. So lots of things new and exciting here at Syngenta and in the Agri-Share Traits portfolio, and we certainly encourage those in the seed industry that we work with and their grower customers to take a hard look at those as we think about the 2017 growing season.